Welcome you students. In today's class, we are going to learn about programmable peripheral interface or 8255 PPI. At the end of the class, you will be able to understand the function of each block in 8255 and function of each pin and modes of operation in 8255. So let's start from the function of 8255 programmable peripheral interface. 8255 PPI is general purpose programmable I/O device designed to interface the CPU with its outside world such as ADC, DAC, keyboard, etc. We can program it according to the given condition. It can be used with almost any microprocessor. The main function of PPI or programmable peripheral interface is to interface peripheral devices to the microprocessor. The Intel 8255 is a 40-pin IC having 24 input pins consisting of 3 number of 8-bit parallel input-output ports, that is port A, port B, port C. Means it has 3 ports and each are of 8-bit, that is port A, port B and port C. Port A is identified as PA02, PA7, that is 8-bit data, and port B is identified as PB02, PB7, and port C is divided into two parts, 4-bit upper and 4-bit lower. 4-bit lower is PC02, PC3, that is lower part, and 4-bit upper is PC4 to PC7. This is port A, port B and port C of 8255 PPI. It has 40-pin IC package. It operates on a single plus 5 volt DC supply. It has 40 pins IC is subdivided into 4 parts. 24 pins IC is subdivided into 40 pins IC is subdivided into 4 parts, and 24 pins are used for just an I/O peripheral device. And second is other 8 pins are used for data line for taking the data and send it to memory. And next 6 pins are used for the control units for provide the controlation to IC. And last 2 pins are just for power supply. One is taking by power and one is grounded. There are 3 modes of operation performed by 8255. They are mode 0, mode 1, mode 2. Under the I/O mode of operation, basically it has 2 modes, bit set reset mode or I/O mode. In I/O mode, there is another 3 mode, that is mode 0, mode 1 and mode 2. So, this is the block diagram or basically architecture of 8255. This is the internal data bus is connected to the address bus, data bus and control signal. This is the group A control, this is the group B control, Data bus buffer, read write control logic. This is group B having the port A and group B port C lower. This is the group A port C upper and this one is the group B port B. This is the group A port A, means port A is 8-bit. So PA0 to PA7, group A port C upper. Group A means having the port C upper, that is port C pins, upper pins are PC4 to PC7. This one is the group B port C lower, having the pins of port C lower, that is PC0 to PC3, and group B port B. Port B is 8-bit, so PB0 to PB7. So discuss the function of each block in details. So let's start. Data bus buffer. This one. Data bus buffer is a bidirectional or tri-state data bus. All the data flows through this bus. Data is transmitted or received by buffer upon execution of in-out instruction. In-out instruction by the CPU. Because in interfacing in-out instruction, port are required. Port B and port C are divided into two groups, that is group A and group B. Group A, port A plus port C upper, that is PA0 to PA7 plus port C upper, means PC4 to PC7. Now group B, this is port B, this is having the pin port B and port C lower. Port B, that is PB0 to PB7 plus port C upper, port C lower part, that is PC0 to PC3. There are separate control unit for group A and group B that get their control signal from the main read-write logic, control logic block, this one. The control logic receives individual control signals as input and responds accordingly. Group A and group B represent by the control blocks, that is group A control and group B control. Together make up the control ports. This port is used to specify the modes of operation and it is manipulated by the microprocessor by writing control word, which we'll discuss later. Hence, these two blocks are connected by the data bus in the diagram. Second is read-write control logic. This block is responsible for controlling the internal-external transfer of data or controls or status word. It accepts the input from the CPU, address and control buses, and in turn issues command to both the control groups, or its function is to control the internal operation of the device, to control the transfer of data and control or status word. It accepts inputs from the CPU. This is the interfacing part. It accepts from the CPU, address bus and control bus, and control signals are read, write, and addresses signals are A1, A0, and issue commands to both the control groups. Now let's discuss the function of group A and group B controls. Each control blocks group A and group B accept commands from the read and write control logic. Accept the command from the read and write control logic. Receives control word from the internal data bus. From the internal data bus. And issues the proper command to its associated ports. That is port A, port B, port C upper, whatever. This is the pin diagram of 8255. Let's discuss function of each and every pin. D0 to D7. As I told you, data bus buffer is a bidirectional or tri-state 8-bit buffer used to interface the 8255 to the system data bus. PA0 to PA7, that is port A. These are the 8 pins of port A. PA0 to PA7. It acts as either input or output line depending on the control word loaded in the control word register. Similarly, port B is also 8-bit pins. It acts as either input or output lines depending on the control word. Now port C. This is also 8-bit, but it is divided into two parts, that is 4-bit port C upper and 4-bit port C lower. P0 to PC3 or port C upper, that is PC4 to PC7. It also acts as either input or output line depending on the control word. RD bar. It stands for read operation. 8255 sends out data or stated information to the CPU on the data bus. Now WR bar. It is a write operation. CPU write data into the output port of 8255 and the control word into the control register. When this signal goes low, the microprocessor writes into a selected input-output port or control register. Now CS bar. It stands for chip select. A low on this input, select the chip and enable the communication between the 8255 and the CPU. Means when this pin is low, then in that condition communication takes place in between the microprocessor or CPU and 8255. It is connected to the decoded address and A0 to A7 are connected to the microprocessor address lines. Next one is reset. This is an active high signal. It clears the control register and sets all ports in the input mode. Last pin is A0 and A1. These input signals work with read, write and one of the control signals. Or these are the port selection pin used for deciding the mode of operation of 8255. If A1, A0 set to 00, then mode of operation is port A. If it is 01, then port B. If 10, then it is port C. 11, then control word. This is a function of A0 to A0 and A1. This is the control word register. It is a 8-bit register. D0 to D7. D0 bit is for port C lower and D1 is for port B and D2 is for mode selection for port B and D3 is the port C upper and D4 is the port A and D5 and D6 is the mode selection for the port A and this last bit D7 is mode set flag. This bit, that is D0, is for port C lower. It acts as an input port. When it is set to 1, it acts as an output port to 0. Now D1 bit. This is for port B. It acts as an input port when set to 1 and 0 as an output port. Now bit D2 is mode selection for port B. If it is set to 1, then works as a mode 1. If it's set to 0, then works as a mode 0. Now bit D4 port A. It is for port A. It acts an input port. When it is set to 1, it acts as an output port when it is set to 0. Bit D5 and bit D6 is for mode selection for port A. If it is D6 and D5 is 0 0, then mode 0, 0 1, then mode 1, 1 0 means mode 2. And bit D7 is for mode set flag. It is set to 1 when port A, port B, port C are defined as input output ports. So it is set to 1 for port A, port B, port C are defined as either input or output port. This is the control word format in BSR mode. D0 is the bit set reset, 1 then set, 2 then reset. This is the D1 bit selection from 0 to 7, 0 1, 0 1, 0 1, 0 1, then B0, next B1, B2 similarly. This is the control word register that I have discussed. D0 to D7. D0 is the port C lower, that is PC0 to PC1, 1 then input port, 0 then act as output port. This one is the port B. If it is 1 then act as an input, if it is 0 then act as a output. Bit D2, this is the mode selection for port B, 0 then mode 1, 1 then mode 1. And this one is the bit D3 is the port C upper, that is PC4 to PC7. If it is set to 1 then it acts as an input port, if it is 0 then act as an output port. Next D4. This is for port A. If it is set to 1 then it acts as input port, if it is 0 then act as an output port. And the bit D5 and D6 is the mode selection for port A, 0 0 then mode 0, 0 1 then mode 1, 1 0 then mode 2 operation. And the last bit is for bits mode set flag. It is set to 1 when port A, port B, port C are defined as input or output port. In 8255 there are basic two mode of operation, that is input output mode and bit set reset mode or BSR mode. Further, IO mode is divided into three parts, that is mode 0, mode 1 and mode 2. In IO mode, the 8255 ports work as a programmable IO ports, while in BSR mode, only port C Only port C, that is PC02, PC7, can be used to set or reset its individual ports bits. Under the IO mode of operation, there are three mode of operation, that is 0, 1, 2, 3, as I told you. So let's discuss the mode 0. It is also known as basic IO mode. In mode 0, port A and port B, port A and port B can be used as IO port, and port C are used as control word. This is used as a IO port. If both port A and port B are initialized in mode 0, the two half of port C can be either used together as an additional bit port, or they can be used as individual 4-bit ports. Output port are latched to store the data. Input port are not latched. These are 16 possible IO configuration. In mode 0, or mode 0 operates in synchronous data transfer scheme, so there is no handshaking is performed. Basically, mode 0 is simple IO mode. There is no handshaking, so reliability of transfer is poor. Mode 1. It is also known as stopped IO mode. In this mode, the handshaking signals control the input or output action of the specific port. In mode 1, the total port is divided into two groups, that is group A and group B. Group A includes port A and PC3 to PC5, and in group B includes port B and PC02, PC2. Each group contain 1 bit data input output port and 1 bit control port. The 8-bit data port can be used as either input or output port. PC6 and PC7 are used as independent data line. If port A operate as an input port, then PC3 to PC5 are used for control, and the remaining pins of port C, that is PC6 and 7, are used as either input or output. If port A operate as an output port, PC3, PC6 and PC7 are used for control, and remaining pins of port C, that is PC4 and PC5, are used as either input or output port. PC0, PC1 and PC2 are used the control of port B. In mode 1, the ports which is programmed in mode 1 will do handshaking in one direction. For the rest of its life, it is work in one direction. So either a port programmed in mode 1 input handshaking, that is that port will be connected to input device like a keyboard or mouse. So lifelong it will do input handshaking for the processor. Similarly, a port can be programmed in mode 1 as output handshaking mode, that lifelong it will only do output handshaking. This is the function of mode 1. Mode 2. Mode 2 is also known as stopped bidirectional IO mode. Stopped bidirectional IO mode. This mode allows bidirectional transfer of data, that is simultaneously transmission and reception. In this mode, only group A is available. In this port, use as a bidirectional data bus, and PC3 to PC5 are used to generate handshaking signal. That is PC3, PC4 and PC5 are used to generate handshaking signal. In mode 2, which is called bidirectional handshaking, there is no better version of handshaking. Handshaking will happen in same way in mode 1. The only thing is the port can anytime do input handshaking as well as output handshaking. It can rapidly switch between the input output. Both mode 1 and mode 2 do handshaking. Who does better? Mode 2 is better because mode 2 is bidirectional IO mode. Because mode 2 can anytime it do both input handshaking as well as output handshaking. It can rapidly switch between the input output mode. This is the internal diagram of mode 0, mode 1 and mode 2. Mode 0 is called basic IO mode, mode 1 is stopped IO mode and mode 2 is called as stopped bidirectional IO mode. Thank you.